What's up, fellow creators? 2019 was a crazy year for me. I had a crazy story of redemption, which I'll get into another time. I got married, and I had 46 weddings this year. I keep telling myself I'm going to do less, but next year I'm actually at 25, and I'm hoping just to keep it right at 30. But the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do, just go over what plans of this channel for 2020, and just show you some equipment I recently bought for just videography in general and for making the quality of my videos better. So first off, the first thing I got was the Godox SL-60W light. I'm sure you've seen it before. It's a key light. I'm actually using it right now with a Godox softbox with grid. I actually want to do a more extensive video because I was trying to find a video on YouTube, but I couldn't find anything comparing this light with the KRK 55W Boltzmann, which is what I use for weddings. I had a longer video on that. Spoiler alert, this is actually a lot brighter, but I think the KRK has its purpose. Obviously it's battery powered, it's smaller, and it's a focusing light, which you can buy for this, but the battery feature is the nicest part. For the next piece of equipment I got, if you're not a subscriber of the Camera Conspiracies channel, I definitely recommend it. But in this video, he had the Fuji XT3 for a little bit, and he was using a mirror that basically clipped to the tripod, and I actually got that myself. So I'll just go ahead and kind of show you what I'm looking at. And basically, obviously the XT3 doesn't have a flippy screen, but the nice part about this is I do trust autofocus. Hopefully I'm in focus, but I trust the autofocus for the Fuji XT3, and basically the mirror just allows me to be able to check composition and make sure I'm where I want to be in the shot. Another thing I got shortly after Christmas was these 5-inch KRK Studio monitors. It just made a huge difference with audio editing. I'm not an audio expert by any means, but having these studio monitors just makes it a lot nicer to be able to pick out the different tones, and especially for wedding video, just blending the music and the audio at the same time. These definitely help, so I definitely recommend these. I got these for $100. They were on sale, $100 a pop. You will need a interface, but it is definitely worth it in my opinion. Speaking of audio, I recently got this boom arm made by Newer. Right now I have the Rode VideoMic Pro attached to it. It's about 1.5 feet away. I'm gonna plan to get a different mic in the future, but I just had this mic laying around. I don't really use it for weddings, and it makes it kind of nice because I just literally plug it right in the computer. I record through GarageBand, pull off the WAV file, and do the tweaking in Final Cut Pro. I don't have to string a lav. Before I was using a Zoom H1 with a giant squid lav, and I still love those. They're nice cheap setups, and I still use it for weddings, but just this makes it easier, and it's actually a nice little setup. The last thing I purchased, which I'm actually planning to send back, is these Wykeham A. I don't really know how to say it. It's basically a 60-watt RGB light. The only reason I purchased this because I did another video about a 15-watt RGB light that I use for the background, which is actually what you can see in the background here, the purple light. That's a 15-watt. These were 60, and it was 2 for $60, so it was a good deal. So I was like, might as well test them out. And they really weren't a lot brighter, comparative, but the biggest problem was the flickering. I tested it in many different shutter speeds, and I just got flickering like no matter what I did. So I'll be sending those back, and I definitely don't recommend. And if you guys know of any RGB lights that could be used something like that but brighter, just leave in the comment section below, preferably under $100. So I just want to give a quick update on some equipment that I bought for just videography in general, and increase the quality of the videos on this channel. I don't get paid by any means by any of these companies. It's just stuff that I bought that I either recommend or don't recommend. I will be putting a video out shortly on how I transitioned to filming weddings full time. I booked like 47 weddings my first year and continue to book close to 40 weddings every year. So I'll be putting out shortly. If you guys have any questions, leave in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.